G'day guys, Kyle Tanner here coming at you with another review. And today I'm reviewing the final Batman Arkham series game, Batman Arkham Knight. Now, what can I say about this game? You have to watch the rest of this review. But in advance, I do apologise that no gameplay once again, and I also apologise for the shit audio and shit video. I'm currently working with what I got. But hopefully you guys are able to push past this and watch my review so to see what I think of the game and tell you my views on this game. Okay? But let's go on to this review, hey? Batman Arkham Knight takes place about a year after the events of Arkham City. Batman is now a war-torn. He's basically damaged. He's damaged goods now. And people are starting to see that Batman is not the same after the events of the city. He's now got his hand the Scarecrow, who is people were questioning whether he would be a good villain for the game, but he actually pulls it off. Really, you buy into his story that he wants to break the Batman, and he almost succeeds. He almost succeeds in breaking the Batman. Almost. He's also got some great villains in this game from the Arkham Knight. I'm not going to do too much spoilers, but there's another there's a surprise villain. Someone who we didn't think would be in this game. I'm not going to spoil it for people who haven't played the game, but it shocked me when I started playing it. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, it's a what the fuck moment really. Yeah, so Arkham Knight takes place 1 year after Arkham City. You basically now got all of Gotham to patrol, 3 islands, and you gotta try and basically stop the Scarecrow from unleashing his new toxin on Gotham. It's a new fear toxin which is actually supposed to be more potent than its old ones, which you can really see because some of this psychological stuff in here is absolutely full on. But I'll get into that later. Characters in this game are so well done. You have Kevin Conroy returning as Batman, who in my mind is the best Batman. Then you have Christian Bale. Kevin Conroy is the #1 Batman. He basically knocks it out of the park once again as Batman by his rough and gritty attitude and brings to character. And then once it's Bruce Wayne, sometimes you buy into that as well a bit. He just brings the gruffness in the voice, and you just knows he means business when he's talking. And then you have some fantastic voice acting as well. Jim Gordon, his Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, they all have big parts in this game, and they are absolutely well done. Especially Scarecrow, he's menacing. Behind his voice, like, I want to do this, and I am going to do it. You can tell in his voice, and you're like, holy shit, he's actually going to do it. He's so menacing. And you have some other voice actors, like Penguin, whose voice is by Nolan North. You can tell it's Nolan North with Cockney accent. It's just pretty funny sometimes. Most of the voice acting is superbly well done. The character models are absolutely well done. You buy some of the weight that's being held on the shoulders through the acting. Let's talk about the Arkham Knight for a second, a couple of minutes. You keep trying to figure out who he is, and you go through his motives. Who is he? Why does he want to kill me? What did I do to him to make him so mad at me? You keep guessing, but you get little hints. But your biggest hint comes about 60% of the way through the game. That's where you get your biggest hint on who it could be. But you get little hints from the Arkham Knight as well, because you're trying to think, who is he? And What, who have I left behind? Who did I kill basically? Because Batman doesn't kill anyone, so he's trying to say, who does Batman kill? He doesn't kill anyone. But you get little hints from him every now and then. But the biggest hint, 60% of the way through the story. Now let's talk about the main thing, combat. You think the combat couldn't be outmatched from City? Think again, it's been absolutely knocked out of the park once again. It's even better than it was in City. Free flow combat is much more smoother, much more jelly, you can tell that. And you can feel the impact of the punches, the combos, feel the impact of them. I feel like you need to use gadgets now. Gadgets are a necessity to be used in combat now. You must use defeat certain enemies now. And plus, the new addition, the dual play takedown, is absolutely terrific. It's amazing. They can switch from to Robin and do a takedown with him and Batman at the same time. Do it on a bigger enemy, and that enemy's out. You don't have to worry about that enemy anymore. You do it on Robin, Catwoman, Nightwing. Doing it with those, teaming up with those fan favorites, it just brings out the end of fanboy some Batman fans. It's teaming up. And what does Batman do best? He teams up and he does it really well. The Batmobile as a new addition to this game, well, at first it was a clunky junk. It was hard to turn, it didn't know where it wanted to go, but as it gets going, it gets better and more easy to use. And tell you, it's a lot easier to drive a car, drive this than it is a car in GTA 5. Because cars in GTA 5 are fucking hard to handle. This is a piece of cake compared to those. This thing can actually turn at full speed. Yeah. I mean, people say, it's now a tank basically. Batman doesn't use weapons. Well, they're trying to address that because when he's in tank mode, he's fighting unmanned drones, really. So basically, he's blowing up. He's not killing anyone, really. Still not killing anyone. I mean, you're in tank mode, and if you try and shoot a human being, a little riot dart will come out instead and just knock that person unconscious, which is pretty cool, really. But it doesn't take you out of the moment just spraying it and all saying, oh, a riot dart came out of nowhere, really. But you can't run over anyone, so because people just get electrified and just move down the way, so you're not really killing anyone, so I don't see what's the big deal about the Batmobile and being a tank, really. Saying, oh, he's killing you using weapons. Well, you can't have to use weapons, you're facing a fucking army. An army has tanks. What do you expect them to use? This part, I might have a tiny bit of spoilers, it might be a big spoiler, but if you don't want to watch the spoilers, you can skip ahead to the next part of my video, really. But the biggest spoiler in this game, fucking Joker. The Joker is back. And guess who he's voiced by? Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill is back as Joker, and it's the best Joker you can get. He's conniving, he's funny, he's psychotic, he's all in Batman's head. No one else sees him. What? Honey, the Batman. Batman is finding his own interpersonal demons in this game. You can tell the struggle inside with him after he gets exposed to that fear toxin. Like, he's seeing his worst fears. He's seeing Joker in front of him, alive, trying to take him over, trying to make him the Joker. And at some points, Batman just snaps. Joker comes into play. But Mark Hamill, Jesus Christ, man, you're a great Joker. You bring so much fun to it. And at some points, I'm just laughing because it's just so funny. That's the end of the major spoiler, really. But if you're watching it, then good. Hopefully you play the game because then you're watching the part. Now I want to touch on some terrible boss fights. Some of them are really lackluster. I'm talking about the Arkham Knight Deathstroke fights. They are just absolute terrible. I wanted a hand-to-hand fight with them. I wanted to test how I am the Batman. I want to test my skills against the best in Deathstroke and the Arkham Knight. But apparently Arkham Knight knows who you are, knows all your techniques, knows all your moves, knows how to beat you apparently, and knows how to break you. You wanted to fight them hand to hand, not in a fucking tank fight. Those fights are being cheesed out. Seriously. I wanted to fight Deathstroke, not in a fucking tank though. Stupid boss fight. And so is both Arkham Knight boss fights. They're fucking stupid. I mean, I wanted to fight them, not in a tank or fucking mind digger, whatever it is. That's another one of my main gripes. Another of my main gripes is that Nightwing and Catwoman are sorely underused. Sorely underused. I wanted Nightwing and Catwoman to be more in the story, but now they're just more side missions. I want them in the story. I want to see the camaraderie between Nightwing and play off Batman's inner personal demons, so Nightwing can see what the fuck is going on and why he wants to, what he needs to do. I wanted to see that. I want to see Nightwing in the fight with Batman, taking it to Scarecrow in Arkham Knight, as well as Catwoman. But this has been relegated to story missions, side missions really, and I felt lackluster. I felt teased out because Nightwing's one of my favorite characters, and when I found it, like, oh, it's only story, side missions. Ah, well, I was told that there'll be more integrated in the story, but I guess not. Hopefully they have DLC, and not by Harley Quinn DLC that's 9 minutes long. I want a fully fleshed 2-hour DLC. That's how long I want it to be. And free roam. Free roam. Now, to address the M-raid, you can see why it was given an M-raid. This game is dark and brutal, and sometimes a bit disturbing, really. Sometimes it can be a bit disturbing. I mean, some of the stuff happens like never happened in the other games, but here, holy shit! Some of the what flashbacks or what flashbacks in this, or some of the story parts, side missions, some of the darkest material in Batman lore, really. See why I was given an M rating, because this is brutal stuff. Now, I had a lot of fun playing this game. I enjoyed being a Batman, flying through Gotham, or driving through Gotham, feeling like I am the Batman. I am the protector of this city. But sometimes I got thrown out of the experience by crashes. The game crashed me 7 times, even on the Xbox One, and that was every day. It had one crash every day. Every time I turned it on, oh look, it crashed. But thank God for those checkpoints. They are forgiving. Those checkpoints are seriously a godsend. Sometimes you lose a couple minutes. I mean, sometimes you think, oh shit, I've lost like 2 hours, but in the end, you only lost 2 minutes, or even a minute, really. What's also back is those goddamn Riddler trophies. And they are some of them. They really are. Some of them are just absolutely unfair most of the time, and some of them are just downright easy. But I think they're a lot easier in Arkham Knight than they were in Arkham City. Really, that's just my opinion, because I was able to find them all and collect them all. Because in Arkham City I wasn't able to find them all, collect them all really. But they're back. But the main bullshit thing is, like in Riddler races, absolutely bullshit. You find yourself cursing, swearing like, God damn it! Why? Why am I doing this in the Batmobile? Some of the races are absolutely cheap. It's just cheap. They're terrible races, and I hate them. I hate them. What? If I wanted a racing game, I would have bought a racing game. No, I bought a Batman game. I'm not supposed. I don't want to be racing. I want to be using my head, using my brain, using my gadgets to figure out these puzzles. Not the Batmobile. That's another gripe for me, really. That's probably everyone's gripe, really. The Batmobile races or the river races. That's cheap. Man, I 100% of this game, so I got the full ending. But the ending to the main story is one of the fun things of this game. It's basically one of the best parts of this game, the ending. That ending sequence just throws you for a loop, but it really turns you on your head and you're doing this. And like, wow, this is just awesome. But to get the 100% ending, you really have to do all the most wanted missions. Find all the Riddler trophies, destroy all the mines, liberate Gotham really. Make sure there's no crime whatsoever. Leave no stone unturned. That's how you get 100% story really. I did that. And some of these most wanted missions bring out some of the best Batman villains ever. But now on to my final verdict. Even with the Riddler races, the cheesed out boss fights, constant crashing, and the underused characters Nightwing and Catwoman, this game still ranks very high in one of my most favourite games this year. So, without further ado, I'm going to give this game a 9 out of 10. It's a must own. Go get it now. But I do warn you that you should probably play Arkham Asylum and Arkham City so you can get the gist of the Arkham universe story, really. Because it's needed to understand what this is happening. Also, this is the final Batman story, really. And Batman, you can definitely tell this is his last night throughout the game. But even though this is really well done, you can tell that Batman is being broken from inside and out. Great story, great characters, great combat, great gameplay, great everything. It looks beautiful, this game. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that review of Batman Arkham Knight. I enjoyed the hell out of this game. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hell, even share. But until next time guys, I'm Kyle Chandler and I'll catch you later.